Boom, boom. This is Ken, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. All right, so we're moving along. We are up to 731 billion. Now, most of that BP actually came from the Dragon. And I did a lot of, for the Dragon Ultra right here, and I did a lot of actually Sorfol's summons. I had a bunch of summons saved up. So I just did a bunch of, seriously, I did like, it was probably about 200 summons, and I got a bunch of Martial Souls that I could use, and that boosted up my BP as well as the Dragon. So that's what got me up to 731. So a lot more sturdier now. I've also noticed that I haven't been getting moved off of the actual forests, the Soul Beast forest. Haven't been getting moved off when I get, usually choose that Soul Beast forest and I usually stay on it. Not able to get beat off on it. So that's good. All right, so where are we at? Still no update from the publisher as to what they're going to do. Pretty much the consensus is at this point is it's probably not going to receive the SSP update. I'm hearing Soul Land 2 is what I'm hearing, to be quite honest. I'm hearing that they might actually stop servicing Soul Land Reloaded and just start focusing on a Soul Land 2 game. Because Soul Land 2, the anime, is doing excellent. I mean, they've got excellent ratings. It's very, very popular. If you want to see the episodes, you can see them on Anime Box. Okay? They have the episodes, and they are dubbed, or I'm sorry, subtitled. So you can actually get, and they actually do really good subtitling. You can tell that it's not somebody who speaks fluent Chinese and knows English translating. You can tell that it's somebody who's fluent in English and knows Japanese or Chinese who is translating. So the translations are exceedingly accurate, and they are very understandable. I know a lot of the Chinese anime has serious issues with its subtitling. It's the way the languages transition to each other are not always accurate, but Anime Box does a really good job with that. They are probably the best that I've found, and they are pretty consistent with their uploads. They're doing several other series as well as Soul Land 2, so all of them seem to be pretty good. So I would, you might want to check it out, Anime Box. All right. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we're going here. So we've got a Double Wing Purple Light Wing event up, which means this is the SP. Okay, this is the SP Extended Bone Set. So this is definitely something that you want to take part in. Okay, it just started today, so it's yesterday, so it's just running for another day. So it'll be up again tomorrow. Make sure that you do actually get in here, purchase all of the actual items that they offer, because they do offer it right here. A chance to get 10 of them. That's not a lot, but it doesn't take a whole lot to actually summon them, and it doesn't take a whole lot to actually upgrade them. So you can move it through pretty good. But this is really the only way to get them, and since the game doesn't seem to be going to be much updated in terms of new gameplay or the latest line of characters, this is about the best way to go about getting it. Okay, so that's up. We've got a event for the red bag, which is in the actual red packet drop. It's a little red baggies that they drop and you tap on it. That's up. Really nothing else at this particular point. We just had an ending on the actual Soul Beast event. So there's really not a whole lot going on at this particular time, except for the Double Wing Purple Light Wing event. But they've got it's just an extended bone event. A lot of times, like, they stick multiple, like they'll stick an extended bone and divine tool or divine tool and a hidden weapon event at the same time, and you end up having to spend like 15,000 diamonds just to participate. They've spread them out a little bit, so thankfully, doing that. We should be seeing a Soul Forge sometime this weekend, possibly beginning of next week. We should be due for one. And at this particular point, we don't know what. Now, there was a server merge, as I mentioned before. Brought in another pretty powerful guild or sect, I should say, into our domain. so to speak. Uh, and as you can see, they're making their sort of, and they are GTFO is actually them. We are still other part. We have been winning. We are still winning the actual event. The Sex Speed Run. We're still winning it. We've won it the last 2 weeks since the merger. Although they do have quite a few powerful players, they don't have the still Buka is still the most powerful, and we still have more. Because as I said, Divine Flame, we're actually an amalgamation, so to speak, of a bunch of different sects. Whenever the first server merge happened, I want to say 2 months ago, 3 months ago, it flushed. There was an exceedingly large, I think it was Divine Flame, was in there. They were an exceedingly large, and they were dominating the server because at the time we had really S45 was an active server. We had a lot of smaller sects, and we were building up. So we hadn't got to the point where it was necessary for us to merge to defend our honor. But when they showed up, it became imperative. So I'm serious. Divine Flame is like a combination of like the top 5 or 6 sects that used to be, 4 or 5 months ago, used to be on S45. They combined into that, and that's why we're so powerful. We have several 6-digit BPs up there. So that's what we're looking at. I'm sorry, 6-digit upper 5. So we're pretty powerful. So we're able to compete, and we are still the most powerful on this particular server, S45. But it's nice. It was nice to have another group come in, GTFO, give it, wake us up a little bit. We still do some battles for the Soul Beast, which is good. It's more exciting that way. It's not fun just going in, taking a spot in a Soul Beast and then coming back the next day and you've gathered all of your mats. You want to try to get as many people on one Soul Beast as much to get the higher yield. The more of your sect that's on a beast, the 5 slots on the beast, the higher the yield. Okay, I think it's low yield is 3, medium yield is 4, and then 5 is maximum yield. That's what you want to win. You want to try to get maximum yield on all the beasts that you're on, because you get more rewards that way. So so you have to mix it up and defeat somebody, take a spot, try to get as many people as you can, and of course you yourself are going to get beat occasionally off of that's just the way the game goes. I mean, it's fun that way. Okay. So that's where we're at. So woke us up a little bit, but yeah. So we're at 731. Double wing event up. Okay, keep focusing on everything. As soon as I hear some more, I'll let you know. But like I say, it doesn't look like this game's going to be updated anytime soon, if ever. So they're continuing server merges, which means they must be, unfortunately, losing people. The server numbers are diminishing, most likely because they haven't done a serious update to this game in about 5 or 6 months. So they're merging the servers to save space. Hopefully something about Soul Land 2 will get done. I don't know. We'll have to see. And if it is, it'd be something I'm interested in. I'm probably going to be covering the solo leveling game, which you should be familiar with if you have Crunchyroll. Crunchyroll is a solo level. It's where you can see it at. Okay. Crunchyroll says if you do watch Crunchyroll, they have a they're simulcasting Kaiju 8, which is pretty good too if you're into kaijus from Pacific Rim type thing when that was out. It seems to be pretty nice, pretty interesting premise as well. So I do have a Crunchyroll account. I do have an anime High Dive account. I have High Dive purely because of Eminence in the Shadow. That's exclusive on High Dive. So if you want to get Eminence in the Shadow, you have to watch High Dive. But then and so a lot of good stuff on Crunchyroll. It's a little bit more pricier than I would say, but since they've got all the animes that I like to watch, and I have no problem watching an anime more than one time, for me that's it's a deal for me because a lot of the animes are older animes that I haven't seen in a long time. and they pop up on there. I'm like, oh, I haven't seen that in years. So then I'll be able to watch, watch it again, and you can streaming so you can binge. So I do like that a lot. But as soon as I hear something more about this, I'll let you know. But I did want to let you know that they do have the double wing Purple Lightwing up. Take advantage of it. It's the SP extended bone set. At this point, it's the only way to get it. It wasn't in the last Soul Forge, and this event seems to be the only way to get it. So I think we're pretty much at the cusp of decision making. You can't really do a game based on an anime until you have a certain amount of episodes. There's only 47 episodes of Soul Land 2 out at this particular point, so I think they're going to need a little bit more anime episodes before they can start. I mean, they can build a structure right now with characters and everything, but I think it's a little bit too new for that. So it's probably not going to be something we're going to see this year. It's probably going to be next year before we see any type of Soul Land 2 game. But I have heard that it is being talked about and it is in the works. But we'll see how well solo leveling is. It's called Arise. You can find it on the Play Store. It's the pre-register. I would pre-register because you get a nice outfit for Shinji. So for Wu. So you definitely want to get that. Just pre-register so that you'll be eligible for that particular outfit. And we'll see. But that's just wanted to let you know what was up, and definitely participate in this event and get that stuff while you can. Okay? So that's pretty much all I've got. So again, thanks a lot for watching. Remember to subscribe. Once you subscribe, you'll see the bell. Click on the bell. You get notified each time I drop a video. Kendra, coming at you from the corner, signing out.